Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven. I've just swapped over Cloak of Shade for Doomed Breeze. It's an attack on the top that still lets us get the Dark Element, but it's ranged and it adds Muddle, and it's going to be a lot easier for us to trigger this. We're losing the ability to go invisible down here, but I think that's fine. The only thing that we've really got that utilizes being invisible is Silent Force, which is alright. Or Soulfire for stun, which again it's alright, but it's not it's not defining in itself. So I think that that's fine for us to have it that way round. The only thing I did consider was if we drop Silent Force, we could put Cloak of Shade back on. And then we've still got a way of going invisible, but it's quite the setup to create dark, then go invisible, and then do the stun for Soulfire. So I'm not really convinced that Soulfire is going to be used for the stun. For the wound, yes, definitely. But the rest of it, not so much. I think we're actually going to go back to the Treacherous Divide, as I mentioned before, which means Firefox, we're going to swap over for Zim. And yeah, this is the team that we'll take along for that. I would love to go back to the Sacrifice Pit, but I think we'll do that another time. And in terms of the Merchant, we really want to save our money up on these people. What could we actually get here? We could get Kata a Heater Shield. Or a Poison Dagger. Start adding a little bit of utility. The Poison Dagger could be very, very handy. Let's get that, and we will get the Heater Shield when we can afford it. Up here, you're pretty much maxed out. On Dr. Zim, he's pretty much maxed out. He doesn't have a body item yet. I don't know if there's anything in particular that I'd want to give him. Second Skin could maybe be useful. What's his modifiers like? No, he's only got one -1, so it's not really worth it unless we're adding something in that's gonna cause more. So then it comes down to like Cloak of Pockets if he's going to have a lot of items, maybe. It's enough for us to think about another time anyway. Right, so as always, City Encounter first up. Walking near Gloomhaven Square, you see a peculiar scene. A group of guards is dragging along a vermling in tattered robes towards the Ghost Fortress. Getting a little closer, you recognize the Mind Thief. She spits. Why do you do this? I came to you, I tell you this town is being poisoned, and you respond by imprisoning me. We'll see what the captain of the guard has to say about this, one of her captors says. Keep moving. We're going to intervene and find out what's going on. Guards look incredibly perturbed when you step in front of them and ask that they leave the Mind Thief to you. After some effort, they begrudgingly hand her over. The Mind Thief thanks you, explaining that her colony in the sewers is being poisoned. The poison is quickly migrating to the city's water supply. She says she's tracked the source to a small cove along the coast, so we lose a reputation for that. But we have the Corrupted Cove. Alright, losing reputation is never great, but at the same time, that's just part and parcel of the game. Ooh, and that's a side quest for a giant ooze. So what have we got here? We've got Black Imps, which, as we've seen, are a pain in the proverbial. We've got Deep Terrors, which they don't look too bad. The Giant Ooze with 33 health and 8 shield. What? And then lurkers, which are just like anti-armor, and oozes, which are a bit oozy. You know, I think we'll go for the treacherous divide as we originally planned. Going up against bears, cultists, frost demons, and spitting drakes is not going to be easy. But we should be able to get a couple of kills towards some of our quests at the very least. Eight shield. Crying out loud. A single vermling jumps out of the brush at you, surprising you briefly. Within moments, though, you have your weapons out and pressed against his throat. Yeah! The vermling drops his weapon and cowers. No attack! My brothers in the bushes say you had Stinker City Dwelling Outcast on you. I wanted to be sure. The vermling waves his hands. It's not bad, just curious. Being Stinky City Dwelling Outcast is fine. Please don't hurt me. We'll leave him alone. Stink very faint. The vermling continues as you walk on. Outcast no longer with you, but I still smell it. He then jumps back into the brush. Vermlings are very odd creatures, so this must be the actual vermling. The Mind Thief, maybe. Alright, we've been here before, so we'll skip over these bits. Right, that's not going to happen. That might happen. 7 or fewer experience points might happen. And killing one or more elite monsters might also happen. Let's see, it's going to be tricky, this one, we know that. Okay, that giant elite bear is going to be worrying. Let's do this. So we're going to go for Reviving Shock and Enhancement Field at range 3. 1, 2, 3. That is not going to work. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that will work. Syringe would be quite nice. We want to move just slightly slower than they're moving. But in order to get syringe, we'd have to be already close. So let's assume we're doing vaccine. Okay, prevention is key. We'll get the shield up this turn. And actually, if we position ourselves here, so we're doing that for the shield. Yeah, we could do vaccine to get the poison off. I'm really hoping that these are going to move slower than us, and that is quite the hope. We want to go slower than these guys. So Dark Cloud is great. That will get the curse and a general attack. Curse isn't actually that useful on these because they're not sharing a deck that much. We could do Doomed Breeze and Dark Cloud. So we move in and curse and then attack and curse. Alright, this is going to be terrible. Let's see how it goes. Okay, the bears are doing lots of wounding stuff. But there's no point in us using those boots, so... Okay, here comes the aura. Attack you guys with the eagle eye goggles and the power potion. Let's really start the damage going. Well, seeing as they're actually doing stuff where they are, we don't necessarily need to do the shield, because the only thing that's going to happen is the frost demons. They're going to attack 4 at range 2. Hang on, so they're going to move 3 first. Let's 1, 2, 3, attack 4 range 2, 1, 2. Up to a maximum of 3. So they can attack to like there. So we could step in next to these after we've done a little vaccine stuff. Unfortunate. Yeah, let's get closer. I mean, I honestly thought that the bears would get much closer than, like, not moving at all. Big surprise. So there's a curse. Here's another curse. No point in us poisoning him. Let's just do the regular attack. Oh, big hit. Now that curse has been wasted. Okay, what are we going to do next? Toxic Bolt allows us to attack you relatively safely. Volatile Concoction will give Zim back his cards. Zim's going to go for Syringe. I don't think we need to bloody saw. Huh. I wish I had another ranged attack. I mean, that's the whole point in him, isn't it? Do we actually have anything with a decent move on it? Yes, we've still got Triage with move 5. Okay, well, if we're stunning and poisoning this thing, it'll probably die on its turn. So maybe it'd be better for us to... No, we want to go quickly. Okay, well, we'll use Hand of the Surgeon just so it's used. Start of every round, ice is set strong, fire is set to inert. So we can use things like Doomed Breeze to generate shade. Let's generate some dark that way. I think we're going to want to like kill that directly. This is range 3. 1, 2, 3. They'd have to move quite far in for us to be able to do that. Okay, what we'll do is we'll use... Dancing Shadows and Smoke Step. But not in that order. Let's do it this way around. The Spitting Drakes getting muddled out is going to be annoying. But it'll be what it'll be. Okay, this bear is dead. Yeah, you know what? Get Syringe back. And you may as well finish him off just so it's done. Ha! 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 Brilliant. Give him back. Give him back Prevention is Key and Vaccine. And we'll get a Toxic Bolt over on you. Amazing. They're both going to die. Let's generate the dark. What are these going to do? They're going to move 4, then attack at range 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. They can attack us already. So we may as well have them at a disadvantage. The most annoying thing is the muddle, but we'll be okay with it. Because we've got the dark, we can actually move in and kill one of these directly. The frosty guys are going to be a problem, but we'll figure something out. Okay, I feel like we need to be closer. So let's go stun shot and oh, we can actually move in really far. Disintegration beam. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can disarm you. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Disarm you. Yes. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. We have dark, so we're going to use Spirit of the Night. We can use Cloak of Shade to go 1, 2, 3, kill. Retaliation over here is going to be annoying. I think what we'll do is we'll get Vaccine off. Yeah, Curative Mixture on ourselves. No, sorry, Vaccine And do we have anything that heals on the bottom? Sort of, but only if we're attacking with blood transfusion. But we can do curative mixture to get the muddle gone. Well, no, the muddle's not going to affect this turn, so there's no need. Kind of want protection, prevention is key for the shield. Okay, let's do it that way. Okay, they're doing some ranged bits. We're moving plenty fast enough. Not as fast as the cultists, but that's fine. Yeah. So vaccine on these two. Get some shielding in. You're going to step across to here. We don't need to go invisible. Instead, we will just stab this thing, clean out the sky. I feel very smug about that. Speaking of feeling very smug, disarm and wound without retaliate. Now, that's just cool. And thereafter, getting a stun on the one at the back might be smart. He can now be killed with a disintegrate beam, in theory. That's not too bad. The poison's annoying, but... Alright, now is definitely the time to get a curative mixture on someone. Probably here, and then we'll flamethrower. Maybe flamethrower. Maybe flamethrower, I don't know. You're not close enough for hold back the pain to be useful. So if we're doing curative mixture to get some... Actually... It heals and removes the negative conditions on the healed target, but I think that means because he's poisoned, it's not really going to do what I want. Let's instead say we'll use this to... No, we won't. We are going to go for the flamethrower. Question is, yeah, restorative mist and the flamethrower. So we can flame quite nicely. Here, here, and there, or we can step back and do here, here, and there. I like both of those as options. Let's assume we're going to stab you to death. So we'll go Armor of the Knight and Empowering Void. Oh, no. Go Armor of the Knight and Soulfire. So we'll get a wound off on this one at the back. So the only question is, what are we going to do here? Bloody Saw is great. So we could step in, and bloody saw stab. Or step in, bloody saw stab. Yeah. Okay, let's do one of those. The cultist is going to be doing some healing. That's annoying, but we'll make it work. So we want to step back here. Get your poison gone. And we're going to flamethrow this way. Plus target's really nice, but it doesn't make a lot of sense in that context. So it's a bit of a shame. Okay, Sawbones. And then you're going to probably use Soulfire to wound the one at the back, and these are gonna do big hefty hits, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, let's at least get your muddle gone. In fact, no, you're gonna be fine with your shield. Let's focus on this thing. Goodbye to your poison. And actually, we can long spear through. Amazing. Extra damage. They're both going to die. Not this turn, but next turn. Although we could Soulfire him just to make sure he's gone. And that would save us a lot of trouble, actually. Shield up. I'm liking this. And it makes sense because he's doing his little pants healing and his friend's going to do his pants healing. So they've healed up the poison over here, healing up his damage. So it would be pointless us putting more wounds or anything on him. Painful. Let's block that. The muddle's a shame, but it's fine. Yeah, that was always going to be a big hit. Okay. What I'm thinking is if we were to do a disintegration beam, we'd need 2 damage on him first. Just because that's a thing that would need to happen. Alternatively, we could focus on... You can just kill him. You can just kill him. It's dark, so we'll short rest and we'll use Spirit of the Night. No. Redraw that. Fine, lose Armor of the Night. So Dancing Shadows, Spirit of the Night, you're dead. We're going to need to do some healing. I would love to do blood transfusion, but we'd need to already be next to things for that to work. Let's look over here. Okay, so you're being dealt with. Let's say net shooter and hook gun. Syringe isn't necessary. Yeah, really we need to get that poison off him. But the spitting drakes might end up re-poisoning him. That's the annoying thing. So we'll use hold back the pain, and we'll use regenerative tissue to move in order to do that. Spitting drakes are healing up a bit. And they're going quick, so we want to... he's going to die before he acts. That's fine. So we're fine acting where we are. They are going super fast, though. This Drake can be as strengthened as it wants, but it is a normal enemy, so it's vulnerable to Spirit of the Night. Yeah, let's get the disadvantage. What are you going to do? You're going to move and attack. So there's actually... The only benefit for this is it generates dark for us. Let's get some gold. Ah, I should have gone for the other one. We're too far away now. You know what we're going to do? We're going to step in and we're going to pull this guy. Ah, no, it's too far away. Damn it. Gonna messed it up again. It's fine. I mean, we are still going to pull this in, so it's easier to target next turn. Step in, we'll get a hold back the pain. It's only range 1, fine, on ourselves. And we'll do a short rest next time so we can do hold back the pain and something else potentially. Yeah, if we go short rest. Ooh, no. Fine, we'll lose regenerative tissue. So we could go prevention is key to disarm both of these. That's really nice and fast. We can go syringe to get a poison out as well. Or blood transfusion. Start stabbing and healing people a little. So I'd like you to be over here, really. Cloak of Shade will get you moving first. And then Doomed Breeze will allow us to attack at range. Or Soulfire. Get the wound off. And we'll go Reinvigorating Elixir and Ink Bomb. Okay, the cultists are going fast. Do we want to go even faster? Probably not really. We're not going to kill them this turn. Yeah. Very little of note. Yeah, let's target you. I should have moved him across first. I'm going to assume that that's my mistake on that, and not just the game picking the order of things. Let's come in and we'll get a wound on our flying friend. It's not really worth us using this just yet, but we can get the healing in that I was talking about. That at least puts us in a good place for next turn. Okay, short rest. No, we'll lose Volatile Concoction instead. So we're going to go Bloody Sore and hold back the pain. That's going to hit both of these guys quite hard. Doomed Breeze and Smoke Step. And over here, 1, 2, 3. And we can go for Reviving Shock. And Enhancement Field. Yeah. Let's stick with the classics. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to kill these guys before they summon skeletons, but that's okay. He's been disarmed, but he's still going to summon a skeleton. That's the annoying thing. Oh, -2 and a ×0. That is terrible. That is not what we needed at all. That's a really solid hit. He's going to die when he summons a skeleton. Unfortunately, the Drake won't. Yeah, we definitely need to get some healing. So Curative Mixture will do quite nicely. And we could do Hand of the Surgeon, but there's no one else adjacent to us and no one's going to get across quick enough. So I think probably going for Triage and allowing us a little bit of movement. We do have Dark available. So I think trying to be smart about this, if we go 1, 2, and then spend the dark, we can then do a 6 attack, which should murder that cultist. We could do a disintegration beam through the middle of these if this is actually just through these two should be enough. So restorative mist and disintegration beam, and that gets us the kill on the Drake. I'm happy with that. So step in. No one to heal, unfortunately, but 2 targets for the lovely laser beam. Get the healing off here. And now we can actually hop over. That actually seems like a pretty smart move to start heading into the door. Right, we're going to double our attack power. Big hit. The living bones are going to make us pay for it, but that's okay. Alright, so we're going to Toxic Bolt. We'll use Ink Bomb to move closer and do that. Oh, actually, we could Hook Gun, pull him onto there. Yeah, I like that better. I think we'll do a long rest. You've already done your elite monsters, so you're good. We've gained more than 7 experience, unfortunately, up here, so it is what it is. I think we'll just start moving towards the doorway. Cool, we're going slightly faster than the bones. That's our sawbones done. Let's we step into here, we get the gold, and he is going to be in range. May as well use the piercing bow, because there's not going to be any more armoured things. Down he goes. It's all coming together. Right, here is the long rest. Let's get rid of... Let's get rid of Empowering Void. Okay. Ink Bomb will move us in. And... Net Shooter. Cloak of Shade will move us 1, 2, 3. And Dancing Shadows will allow us to move another 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's going to get us nice and close. And we'll do a long rest over here. Yeah, so I I very much like the way the Night Shroud plays, but it's so different to the other characters. It's like shockingly different. Okay, what are we going to lose? Want to keep vaccine, want to keep blood transfusion. We could probably get away with losing triage. Okay, let's lose triage. Now let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. There's going to be the altar at the back, and there's going to be other things in here. So Doomed Freeze will allow us to attack, and then we just need something else to get us to open the door. Actually, Soulfire, because we can get a wound on it, whatever it is. And over here, Curative Mixture will let us get some healing off, and Hand of the Surgeon is just a fun thing. Okay, so the Night Shroud.
Hoping to get the drop on anything else that may be waiting in the cave's next chamber to attack you, you bust down the door and storm in. There are more enemies in this cave, of course, but you're more concerned about the glowing white orb behind the crystalline demons.
Oh, that's why we're here.
Start to fall into...
Right, so these are going to move 3 and attack 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so even if we back up a bit, they are going to... 1, 2, 3. That's annoying. That's like super annoying. I wish we had a little bit more. Because we could die. Okay, let's just back up and not get the attack on them this turn. Just out of range. Right, so the Hand of the Surgeon. And Curative. We could use this next turn, but yeah, we want to be just out of range for the double attack. But let's get to here. We'll get another bit of healing off. It's a bit painful. Okay, we'll do a short rest over here. Ooh, losing enhancement field. I do like it, but fine. We want to maximize damage to this guy. So we'll go Toxic Bolt and... I suppose we could stun him, but... because we want to give them a chance to get closer to each other. Let's have a look over here very quickly. All right, so if we step in, yeah, I'd like to get a syringe on him, but we'd need to actually be next to him for that. So we'll do prevention is key, and we'll use hold back the pain to actually get in, and then next time we'll syringe through on both of them. I think that's how we'll do this. So he's going to be disarmed. We might just have to do that. And like get some poison on him. I don't know. It's going to be weird. Well, this is getting poison on him, isn't it? And you were going to step in there. But we could walk behind. Yeah. Okay. So we use Restorative Mist to get a tiny bit more healing in. And we'll make it work. So, in we go. We'll get the disarm on. Toxic Bolt, start the damage off. Come and get a little bit more healing. This is going to be painful, but... Full damage for 2, I'm generally fine with it. Oh, you should have come closer. That's annoying. Okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to... We're going to Bloody Saw and Blood Transfusion. So that should kill him off. We'll do a short rest over here. And I think we'll use Cloak of Shade and Doomed Breeze. Except we're going to have to be slower than that. So not Cloak of Shade. Okay, we'll try getting the Soul Fire on it. And Smoke Step. And worst case scenario, we've got a stun shot here and Ink Bomb. So we've got selections. Except we want this to go slightly slower. So let's do it that way around. Okay, it's going to be interesting. Bloody Saw. Killed him in 1. We don't get to use Blood Transfusion to heal up. It's unexpected, but I'm okay with it. Step in and tank this, please. Ow! Luckily, you are in a position to be able to tank it. Get a stun on him for next turn. Time 0, but it's fine. It's all about the stun. And likewise, you're going to come in, grab that gold, and get this wound off. Okay, we can do a reviving shock quite nicely. And reinvigorating elixir will give Sawbones back his cards. Sawbones is going to go nice and quick, so he gets them all back. Cloak of Shade will get us 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Not quite close enough, but Doomed Breeze will allow us to attack this, and then we can start like properly whittling it down. It's only got 12 health. We're gonna be able to take it out without too much trouble. So, choices. Do we take the Retaliate, or do we step away and do it with the vaccine? I think we step away and do it with the vaccine. Because he's stunned and he's wounded. Another ×0. This guy's going to be the death of us just from pure unfortunateness. Damn! Alright, maybe he won't. Maybe he won't have all of your cards back. Okay, we need to try and make sure that our Tinkerer burns through his cards. So you're going to burn Net Shooter and you're going to burn Hook Gun this turn. That'll leave you with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, 3 or fewer at the end of the scenario. Let's do a short rest to burn one more now. Let's use Reviving Shock. So we're going to burn Net Shooter and Hook Gun. Next turn we can burn Ink Bomb and Toxic Bolt. That's fine. We've got this. And go for Bloody Saw. So step in. Big hit. Alright, we might have to stop attacking it just for the moment. Ooh. Yeah. Let's do the looting. Yeah, you're just gonna move in and skip, so we can do the Tinkerer properly. Restorative Mist and Toxic Bolt. You can do a long rest, so you're not gonna do anything wrong, and 2 super slow things. Okay. Oh, this is not actually in range. Does it still get burned? It does not, but this will work. And we have 3 cards left, which is exactly what we needed. Skip. Skip. Long rest. Lose that one. We don't care.
Pieces of the shattered orb fall to the snowy floor, along with the corpses of the enemies who stood in your way. The screeching of the wind outside the cave lessens to a faint murmur. You exit to see the clear skies above you and a path to the peak. At this altitude, Without a cloud in sight, you find yourself looking out over the horizon, marveling at the wondrous expanse of mountains and the forests and plains beyond them. You can even see the faint outline of Gloomhaven in the distance.
Cool.
You make a note of the building. It might be worth investigating.
Unfortunately, just double-clicked through that. My mouse has a tendency to do that now and then. I should probably open it up and try and clean on the inside. Another victory under our belt. That's super awesome, and we got a couple of our objectives done as well. So this moves Kata closer to retiring. 10 XP and 8 XP. And the Shrine of Strength. And Nightmare Peak. So the Shrine of Strength is, you must return to Gloomhaven before taking this quest. Okay. So because we are on our way up to the Nightmare Peak, that's what's going on. So kill the winged horror. Ooh. Yeah. Doesn't look like a particularly nice thing. We have a level up for Gator, so let's just have a look. There's no perks yet. Let's see what. We've got to go back to Gloomhaven. Fine. I guess that's that is what we're doing. Let's head on back. That's Kata's scenario thing. Okay, Gator. What do you get at level 6? Gas canister. Create 1 4 damage muddle trap. That's interesting. That's also semi-interesting, but it feels like it's kind of been shoehorned in there. Auto turret at the end of your next 5 turns before an attack 2, range 5. Alright. Heal 3, range 4. That is interesting. I'm not sure if I particularly like any of them. Noxious Vials could be really useful if you've got an ally who has a lot of small items, because that's consumed small items. Yeah, let's not hugely keen on any of these. Let's go for Noxious Vials for now. And over here, we can go for power. It kind of dilutes things a little bit. We can go for repair. Embers is an interesting one. I think we'll go for repair. Let's try and add a little bit more utility in there. Okay, that's going to be a good point to finish this episode off. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven. See you soon.